Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about makeup rules that I am always breaking. And some of these makeup rules per se, I have mentioned before, and then gradually I started breaking them and breaking them and breaking them. And then other makeup rules I just have been breaking for years now. So anyway, I personally think that there are no makeup rules, there is no makeup committee that will tell you what you can and cannot do, and there shouldn't be, because makeup is a form of self-expression. You should be wearing whatever you want to wear on your face, right? But sometimes society has a way of interpreting what kind of makeup is right and what kind of makeup is wrong, and in this case I'm going to challenge that by sharing with you some makeup rules that I have been breaking, and I'm going to explain to you why, and we're just going to have a discussion. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm just going to get straight into it, starting off with the first thing that I'm always breaking. I used to be so afraid to break this. Now I always break this rule, and that is not to wear a bold lip with a bold eyeshadow look. You can see on my face, I am breaking this rule and I'm enjoying it. I am loving this because, let me just say, I love a bright lip, I love a bold eyeshadow look. I like to have it both ways sometimes, and I feel like it looks so much more artistic and it looks so much more vibrant and beautiful when you can just accent a bold lip with a bold eyeshadow. It doesn't have to compete. You know, like, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing that I never could understand. I don't understand why people tend to say that, oh yeah, you have to have one feature on your face that stands out. I don't think that's necessary. I really don't think so, because for me, like, when I first was getting into makeup as a 12-year-old, I used to look at all these makeup artists' interviews, and so many people and YouTubers and makeup artists at the time used to say that you have to have a very light eyeshadow, very light mascara, and then a bold lip, okay? Or you could have a nude lip and you could have very bold eyeshadow. And I always used to prefer makeup looks with bold eyeshadow because I love a bold eye look so much more than I like a neutral eye look, like a more pared down eye look. Don't get me wrong, I don't care either way most of the time, but when it comes to choosing between a bold eye look and a more neutral eye look, I always choose the bold eye look. And because of that, I used to kind of limit myself, because I wouldn't be trying out bold lip looks because I would always be wearing bold eye looks, you know. And whenever I would try and wear a bold lip and then a very pared down, very minimal looking eye, I just didn't like the way that looked. I didn't like the way that looked on other people even at the time. But then when I started actually putting those two together, when I started wearing a bold lip and a bold eyeshadow look, I loved that, and I still do. I still do it all the time. And do I think that it's a makeup rule that needs to be broken? Oh yeah. And people still talk about this. People still talk about how you should choose between your lips and your eyes when going bold and colorful, and I think that's stupid, because personally I think that if you want to do it, you do it. If you want to do anything with makeup, you can do it, and that includes bold lips and bold eyes at the same time. Do I look like a clown? Maybe. Do I like it? Oh yeah. So that is pretty much the first thing. The second thing is one that I break continuously, and it's oh my goodness. Okay, it's the idea of mixing powders with creams, and I know that you shouldn't do that. I know, because it kind of in some cases it can work, but then in other cases, if you layer creams on top of powders, then it can kind of wreck your makeup look. But I was following that rule for a very long time, and I feel like with eyeshadow especially, I tend to break that rule, because I'm fine with layering. In tutorials, I try not to do this, because I feel like if you're trying to recreate this look, if you layer certain creams on top of powders, it bunches up and it just doesn't look good. But in so many other cases, it looks fantastic and it just doesn't really matter in the long run. So I just do whatever I want, you know? Like if I decide that I want to have like a cream eyeshadow on top of a powder, I totally do that. You know, like this inner corner highlight that I have going on, it's a cream. You know, it's a cream highlight that I put on top of powder. And same thing with a lot of my eye looks. Like with a lot of my eye looks, I like to put a cream eyeshadow on top of a powder because it just works that way. It works that way beautifully and I like it. So I do think that that's a rule I break a lot, and I used to preach that rule until my toes fell off, but my toes are now attached to my feet. But that's just a rule that now I don't take as seriously because I'm more prone to experimentation. Another rule, you guys are gonna love this. Unblended eyeshadow. Okay, this is something that I haven't really mentioned before, and I always try to blend my shadow. Well, not always. I blend my shadow to an extent, right? But then, for so many of my looks, I just don't care. Like, I haven't blended my eyeshadow. Like, I just don't. Like, at all. Not at all, but you get what I'm saying. I don't completely blend my eyeshadow because, let's just face it, sometimes you don't want, like, I don't want to blend my eyeshadow so much. Like, I don't, like, need to make my eyeshadow perfect and seamless and all that, because sometimes I want to do that, but then sometimes I don't, because, like, sometimes, let's just be frank, I don't give a crap. And I don't think you should either. If you genuinely think that in your heart you want to blend your eyeshadow so much, do it. But if you're watching all these beauty gurus and makeup tutorials on YouTube and they're all saying blend, 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 and you think inside your head, well, I don't really want to blend that much. Like, I don't want to blend like every single eyeshadow that I put on my eyes. Don't do it. I just try and blend like the first layers of eyeshadow that I put on, but then like as I keep going and I keep evolving the look, I just blend less and less and less. And sometimes like I look at my eyeshadow and I'm like, well, you know, that little part's unblended, it's okay. It's okay because it doesn't matter that much. It really doesn't. If you like your look, if you like your eyeshadow, you should do you. It doesn't matter. Another rule that I'm always breaking: putting on highlighter after bronzer. I'm always breaking that. I don't care. I always break it because okay, see, here's the thing. I used to do it, but then I realized that it actually looks so much better if you put your bronzer over your highlighter like I have right here. I have my highlighter, right, and I put that on first, and then I have my bronzer, and that way, like, it looks so much more seamless. It looks so much better, and I like that look like so much more. And I just like, I don't wear highlighter over bronzer. So yeah, I don't wear highlighter over bronzer. Big shocker, right? It's not even a rule, but I'm just putting that in here anyway. Here's another one that I always feel like I'm breaking this one. Clumpy mascara. Now, for a while, I was afraid of clumps. I would like avoid the clumps like you avoid the bubonic plague. Every time I would have clumps, I'd be like, But now I'm like, a little bit of clumpy is good. It's sexy. It's nice. That sounds so weird, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes clumpiness, sometimes it can make you look so much better. It can really volumize your lashes, and if you're wearing mascara, you might as well wear mascara, and it doesn't matter if it's clumpy. It's okay if it's clumpy. Doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter if it's clumpy. No one's gonna know but you. If you want to wear clumpier mascara, you do it. You wear it. Like the mascara that I wear right now that I love very much, it's clumpy. It clumps just a little bit, but it's still clumpy, and I like it. You know, I like that look. I like the way it adheres to my lashes, and I like the way it volumizes my lashes. So for me, clumpiness right now, just a touch of it, it's okay. Another thing, this is like a big like traditional thing, the idea of matching your lip liner to your lipstick. Like that is such like a classic age-old makeup rule that makes absolutely no sense. Your lip liner is supposed to be like the outline for your lips. It's supposed to be like a little bit of a guide for your lipstick, especially if you're applying a bold lip color. for me, it serves to define my lips a little bit more, and I have like a few shades of lip liner. I probably have like 2 lip liners that I use on a regular basis, and I tend to switch them out with like about 5 lip liners. So I think that's a little bit generous. I think I might have even less than that. I definitely don't have a lot of lip liners. I don't feel the need to go out and purchase a lot of lip liners. I just don't. Like, you know, I just have nudie pink lip liners that I really like for my lips, and then I have like 2 red lip liners, and that's all I need. For this lip look, I just used a pink lip liner, and that's it. That's like, because that's what I had, you know. I didn't really feel like looking for a red lip liner, and that's okay. Now, are my lips on fire? Are my lips on fire? Are they bleeding? Do they look awful? I don't think so, you know? So it's okay if you want to wear like a different color of, like a color of lip liner to your lipstick. You don't need to match it, because literally it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Like, especially if you're into like sort of lip contouring, because if you have like a darker lip liner, let's say you have a darker lip liner and then you have a lighter shade of lipstick, it's gonna make your lips look bigger. It's gonna make them look better, in my opinion, in my personal opinion. So I think that especially if you're wearing a lot of nude lipsticks, you have absolutely no need to go out and try to match every single nude lipstick to your lip liner. I never do that, because for one thing, I don't have the cash in the bank to do that, okay? And for the other, I just don't want to. Like, I literally have one like favorite lip liner that I use for all my pinks, and then I have another one for my reds, and then like I said, I switch them out every now and then. My hair is getting so stringy right now. I just washed it today and it looks like this. That's a problem. So that's pretty much it for this video. This was a quick one for today, but I kind of wanted to like just sit here and chat with you guys about some makeup rules that I really don't give a little tiny rat's booty about. I think that you should be wearing whatever you want to wear. You should wear your makeup however you want to wear it. Whatever you think looks good, that's the big thing. Like, whatever you put on your face, that's your decision and that's your life. So I hope you guys were inspired by this video to just go out and break some rules yourself. I know that I definitely continue to do so. I continue to break rules, and I honestly feel like it's about time that I just stop apologizing for it and just go on with it and just do what I want to do. So I hope you found this inspiring. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.